Okay, here we have some simultaneous equations. The only way that we can solve simultaneous equations where one of them is not linear is to substitute the linear one, that's this one, into the other one. Now, the only way that we can do that is to rearrange the first one to make y the subject. So if I add y onto both sides, I've got 2x equals 7 plus y. I then subtract 7 from both sides, and I've got 2x minus 7 is equal to y. And what I'm going to do now, or if you like, y equals 2x minus 7. And what I'm going to do now is substitute that into the other equation. So the other equation tells me that x squared plus y squared is equal to 34. And I can now replace that y over here with 2x minus 7. So I now know that x squared plus 2x minus 7 squared equals 34, and my job now is to solve that equation. Now it's a quadratic equation, but I have to rearrange it first of all by removing the brackets. Don't forget that 2x minus 7 squared means 2x minus 7 multiplied by another 2x minus 7, and that is equal to 34. Okay, removing the brackets, x squared plus 2x times 2x, so the first terms, that gives me 4x squared. The outer terms, multiplied together is minus 14x. The inner terms multiplied together is also minus 14x. And then minus 7 times minus 7 is 49. And that is equal to 34. So just simplifying the left-hand side, we've got x squared plus 4x squared. Well, that's 5x squared minus 28x plus 49 is equal to 34. And to make it into a quadratic equation, I need to subtract 34 from both sides. That gives me 5x squared minus 28x, and if I do 49 take away 34, that gives me plus 15, and that is equal to 0. Now, I'm going to be able to factorize this because otherwise I'd have to use the quadratic formula, and that would give me values that wouldn't mean I could factorize. So factorizing it then, it's going to have to be 5x and it's going to have to be x. 15, not a lot of choice. If I put the 5 there and the 3 there, I can see I've got 5x squared, I've got 25x and 3x. Well, that's looking good for 28. 3 5s are 15. If I make both of these negative, which is what I require, that's now correctly factorized. So this bracket is going to give me 5x minus 3 is equal to 0, which means that 5x has to be 3, or x is 3/5. This bracket, x minus 5 is 0, so x is equal to 5. Now, your original two equations, don't forget, contained x and y. So I now have to make sure that I find x and y. And the easiest way to do that is to use the little equation where y equals 2x minus 7. So from this one, so x is 3/5, y is going to be 2 times 3/5 take away 7. Well, that's 6/5 take away 7. And if I, or if you like, 1 and 1/5 take away 7, and I can see that that's going to be minus 5 and 4/5. Okay, or you could use your calculator in decimals. When x is 5 here, y is going to be 2 lots of 5 take away 7. Well, that's 10 take away 7. That comes out as 3. Make sure when you give your solutions, you give them in pairs. I like to do them in brackets. So x equals 5. That goes with y equals 3. So that's one pair. And my alternative pair is x equals 3/5, or 0.6. And then y is equal to minus 5 and 4/5, or minus 5.8.